So then what happened in childhood, we didn't get the needs met. And now we're walking around with this cup that we feel is empty. Like, I have this cup here. These cups are so ugly, by the way. I cannot. I'm in a very unaesthetic home right now. This plastic, I don't like to drink out of plastic either, but whatever. It's all I got. So this is my cup from childhood and my life, right? And I've filled it up this much. This is who I am. This is how much I love myself. And this is what my parents did not give me, or everything that is empty, this void. So I'm walking around feeling like I'm this empty, going to all the men that I date, the friends that I have. People go to social media, especially in our generation, and like the Gen Z, the younger generations, they go to social media. Fill this cup for me. Give me followers, give me comments and likes, or we go to our job to validate this, or we want promotions and we need money and we need all these like external compliments. Fill my cup. But the reality is, like, what your parents did not give you in your nervous system, like no one else can truly fill that void. Temporarily they can, with feelings of limerence, with like losing yourself in someone else that is just as lost as you. That can temporarily fill this. I know that I've had that. I've had, the amount of times I've fallen in limerence with somebody and they're at the same place as I am. So we fill each other's cup like up here and it's overflowing with this limerence. But and it's like, girl, listen, guys, I'm talking from experience here, but this is the way it is. So I go to someone and we fall in limerence and we're obsessed with each other, and we're like, I found my missing piece, right? So my cup is filling up with the sex, the love, the romance, the love notes, the dates, the fun, the oxytocin, the dopamine, all of that is like overflowing the cup, right? And then the second that person is not there validating me in all those ways, this cup, like I start to like pour it out. It feels like I have less and less and less and less and less, because what someone else gives me, it's not ever going to fulfill those needs that my parents did not meet, because that was what my parents were supposed to do. My partner is not my parent. My friends are not my parents. Like, social media is not my parents. No one can truly do what I did not get from my parents. Only I can really rewire that consciously myself. That's why it's so hard for us. This is why it's so uncomfortable, and we feel so frustrated and we feel victims a lot of the time, because why am I left with all these wounds that my parents should have fucking just loved me? Like, why did fuck you, and that's why there's, again, so much rage, so much anger that the inner child has, and sadness. Like, why did you not love me right? Why did you not just give me what I needed? Because it leaves us with such a void. And then I'm looking to everybody else to fill this, and if they fill it temporarily, I attach to that person, and I now depend on that person to keep my cup full. And that's not a healthy relationship. That's not healthy for me either, because then look how much I actually have, and look at how much of myself I'm relying on somebody else. It's just not healthy. And then when that person leaves, I'm distraught, I'm empty, I can't function, I can't think, I can't work, I can't do anything. That's like my codependency wound that kicks in, and it's the anxious attachment there as well. Like, the second that someone doesn't give you what they were giving you 2 seconds ago, this is so fragile. This is so fragile. If you rely on someone else to fill all of that, it is so fragile, because they can take it away whenever they want. They might get sick. They might go to work. They might not want to be with you anymore. It is so fragile if you're relying on someone else to fill all of that. So this is why we need to self-regulate. So then I learn every day, fill this up a bit more, fill this up a bit more, fill this up a bit more, fill this up a bit more. Some days I go, oh, I'm back down. Keep filling it up yourself. It's a journey. And I don't know if I said this in the feminine codes class, or I'll keep repeating it, but it's like healing these needs and these wounds, and meeting these needs that our parents didn't meet for us. This is like a yoga practice. This is like going to the gym. You don't just, I'm going to pour all this in here because I'm doing self-love care tonight. I'm going to do my face mask, go to bed early and eat a healthy meal. Oh, I filled up my whole cup. I'm good to go. No, it doesn't work like that. It is a yoga practice. It is going to the gym. I don't just go to the gym one time and have the best fucking body and have the best strength and never have to go again. I don't go to a yoga class one time and I can do the best, I can do splits every direction and I do the best downward dog and I have no stress in my body. No, it is a practice. Healing these needs, filling this cup up myself, self-regulating myself this much. This is a practice. Like yoga, like going to the gym. We forget that. We forget that. We literally think, oh, I've meditated for 10 days in a row now, or I went to a retreat, or, I did one embodiment session, or I journaled last night. I should be healed. You can't just heal 20, 30, 40 years of trauma, in one evening, and let alone the trauma that is passed down to you, that is in your parents' nervous system, right?